This is my unboxing for Encourage Play for April 2015. And Encourage Play is a new subscription box for kids, and it's all about teaching children how to play together. And if you've ever had two small children and a play date, you know that they don't just automatically know how to play together and get along. So this box is supposed to encourage fun and learning at the same time. It's $20 a month plus $5 shipping. Comes in this kind of box. I was sent this for review purposes. And when you open it up, the theme for April is managing feelings. Now, when you sign up for this box, you will be getting the May box. You have until May 21st to sign up for May, and that theme is flexibility. So this will be the previous month's box. So there's a little information sheet about managing feelings, and that is the theme for this month. So this is a really great theme for little kids, because if you have little kids, you know that they have trouble managing their feelings, and you know, someone might take their toy and it's kind of the end of the world and they burst into tears. So this is about helping them manage some of those strong feelings that they are experiencing. On the back, it talks about a family activity. It says, one of my favorite ways to help kids learn to manage their feelings is to discuss coping skills. And this talks about a list of different kinds of coping skills. And then there's an attached sheet here that gives suggested activities for each coping skill. So, for example, for calming, if you want your child to practice calming down, they can do things like yoga, meditation, deep breathing, take a drink of water, counting, have a bath. The next activity is physical, and this is a really popular way to deal with managing their feelings and coping skills. It's because kids are so physical anyway, and they have so much energy. Letting them run around and kind of run off some of their anger is often a really great way to help manage feelings. And so there's things like dance, take a walk, sit-ups, play a sport, shred paper, punch a pillow, use a punching bag, pop bubble wrap, lots of things. Then we have distraction. So if you want to try to distract your child from what's going on at the time, there's things like drawing, cooking, baking, cleaning, singing, watching TV, going to the movies, playing with a pet. And the last one is process. And this is a little harder for the younger kids. The older they are, the easier it is for kids to process their feelings and, you know, kind of talk about it. But things like journaling, writing songs, writing poetry, talking to someone you trust, creating a playlist. So, again, it depends on the age of your child, on, you know, what their development is, on how, you know, they will deal with coping skills. Alright, and then there are two activities in the box. So, you know, this is basically what you're paying for, is the goodies in here. And this month you're going to have a Zen garden and calming jars. And each box comes with a set of two activities. So, again, this is about encouraging play with children. So, obviously you need more than one item to encourage play. So, they give you two. So, this can be used with siblings, or, you know, if your child wants to have a friend over and have an activity, this is a great box to try. So, let's check out the Zen garden. Alright, so for the Zen garden, there are two black plastic trays, almost like takeout containers. And there are two bags of sand, and then there are these two little pouches, which I'm sure are rocks. Yes, so just those little flat marble rocks. You can use them as usually in decoration with artificial flowers or centerpieces, that kind of thing. My kids love these. And obviously this is something to keep in mind as far as size with the age of your child. Obviously these can be a choking hazard if you have really little ones. So you put the sand in here, and then they can put rocks in here. There's two little rakes, and if you're not familiar with the Zen garden, basically this is a really relaxing tool to just help you calm down. And I actually have one, I used to have one on my desk all the time. And, you know, they can rake through and make designs. They can put rocks in patterns. And it's just fun. Kids love sand. This is a nice activity. They can just keep in a container. And they come with 2 lids. So when you're done playing with it, you just snap the lid on. And you can put it on your shelf with your games or wherever you want to store it. So I thought this is really cool. I know my kids are really going to love playing with this. They love sand and rocks. So, and then the next activity is calming jars. And this is always something I've wanted to try. I've seen them on Pinterest. And this is a great tool to use when, you know, your child just needs to calm down. They're really upset, and this is a great tool. People use them in different ways. Some people use them like more of a timeout measure, where once the glitter and the stuff settles in the jar, then your time is over. Some just use it as a tool to just help the child self-soothe and calm down. So there's just a lot of different ways that you can approach this activity. And it comes with 2 bottles of glitter glue. And what you do is your child opens this up, squeezes the glitter glue in the bottom, you add water, you shake it up, and then it's just kind of a relaxing jar to play with and look at. Once you're done making, like putting the water and the glitter, you're going to want to either tape the lid shut or glue it shut, because, you know, if you have kids, you're going to know that they're going to want to open up the jar and dump it out and make a mess, or, you know, that kind of thing. They're going to do that. So you're going to want to seal up the jars when they're done creating these. So that is the second activity. It's $20 plus $5 shipping, and I think this is a really unique subscription. I like subscription. A lot of these, I've seen these ideas on Pinterest, but I'm kind of one of these moms. I have a lot of things pinned on Pinterest, but I never really have time to go out, buy the materials, and implement some of these ideas. So if you're a mom like that, and just need new ideas to help facilitate, you know, play dates without tears, this is a cute little subscription. You can just pick this up, have a child's friend come over, and then they can kind of have a structured little play date, and you're not going to have to deal with, well, what are we going to do? And we're bored. So I really like this subscription. I think it's really unique. I'm going to test it out on my own kids, and since they're 3 and 5.5, I think I'm going to actually try it out together, since a lot of times they struggle with playing with each other. I think that's a common sibling issue, and I'm going to see how it goes. So I will test it out. I will put pictures on my blog, let you know if they liked it. You know, did one of them lose interest and flitter off down the hallway? You know, what happened? So I'll put all that information down below so you can see what happens. If you're interested in signing up for Encourage Play, I will put the link down below so you can check them out. Again, you will be getting flexibility. That's the May box if you sign up by May 21st. And they always, I don't know, or at least I've seen they've put the theme on their website so you can see what the next theme is. So if it interests you, you can sign up. So thanks so much for watching. Down below, as always, is my free and almost free subscription box list and my master list of coupons. So be sure to check that out. And thanks for watching.